if I talk too loud, am I gonna mess your audio quality?
Now, honestly, mostly I'm loading
And then I'll upload it to a very old Linux server. Okay,
that's the primary purpose of the channel. It's just reviewing gameplay. If we have like questions, how much gold did we get at what scenario? Like, about what time did this happen? Just go through the video. It's convenient.
No, our table's grown every week. Okay. I feel like every other table puts like a cap at 6.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't care.
No one cares. We're fine. Can you fill this out for me?
Natalie,
this is information about your character that may come in handy.
I think I only have one now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you had one.
And I'm probably assuming we're using a somewhat communist system for how the character responds.
Communist?
In other words, even distribution. It's not. If someone found it, then it's theirs.
Roy made my day.
Or does it mean?
I own that.
I was going more communist by each according to their needs. By each according to their ability.
Okay, we've got Austin.
Like, we need to get the paladin plate mail. Oh, just get a paladin plate mail. And there's no one else
We've got
to
Scott.
I can have play mail.
we don't have any plate mail. But we don't have just
Montana is there. Scott is there. Cody is.
And I forgot to fill out the back of my card.
Yeah, would you like to fill one out?
Just take one and pass, right?
Yeah.
No, I can pass it, so we can all write the.
What is this? Is this?
These are game. So we're using the handouts from the new Dungeon Masters guide. So we've been collecting your game expectations each week to see if things change.
Oh, so you want to? DC is difficult. Yeah. So if you have stunning strike,
Or like a spell, your wizard spell.
roll the save. If you're a spellcaster, what's the
I wish I brought a pen, to be honest.
I think hold on for a sec, Brian.
You take okay, everybody got one?
Is that the subclass?
Yeah. I remember seeing it when you sent it, but now I don't think.
I think that's the only one available.
Yeah, subclass is awesome.
We're missing one HQ card because he's the
Yeah.
What's up?
He said he was coming here.
He said he was going to a different, to the one shot.
Oh, okay.
He's not here, so he might have skipped.
Can I use your pencil?
Yeah, sure.
Are these based on anything? Or are these with Montana? Kenyon? Jason's not here. Zane?
He's not here.
Zane is not here.
he joined us.
Talon? Raphael. Raphael. That's you. Okay, so you're here. This is Montana. This is Kenya. So you three are there. Then we've got Scott and Cody. I don't have character for you yet. You
Looks like I'm gonna have to work on it a little bit more because the wood's bending out and it's letting the cards slip through. So gotta figure out something better.
Austin. Oh, I think he was over here the first day.
Yeah. I got everybody. I got them in full.
Cold out there today. You're one DJ.
Yeah, I did. So you have to be in. Yes.
I think so. You want someone to fill this one out?
Yeah, sure.
What's the an appropriate deity
We need to have a party name by the end.
for a dwarf or for war?
Clangeddon Silverbeard.
That's a Greyhawk god.
Yeah, he's a Greyhawk Dwarven god of war, vengeance.
Let me get this back to you.
Thank you very much.
Do I get this to you?
Not yet. I think we're gonna, when we roll, we'll send them in. We'll do it that way.
Here you go.
So Natalie, your character's
Hold
name
on
is
to it for now. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, bother.
Like Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah.
And exploring, finding, socializing, storytelling.
Oh my god.
I just like to have fun with rats.
Surrounded by rats.
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 Get enough to eat.
No, swarm keeper.
Protect the rats. Again, big swarms of rats. Surrounded by rats.
What's your race?
Halfling.
Halfling Ranger. Got it.
Halfling ranger.
Nice to meet you, Bob.
Thank you.
And for a new guest, what's your character's name and race? And
Ajax, Dragonborn Paladin. What was the third thing?
huh?
Did you have a third thing, or was that
No,
it?
race and class.
Got
And name.
Species.
He admitted. Dragonborn Paladin.
2024, it's no longer a race, it's species.
Oh, my apologies. Species.
So Derek, you're playing Ajax. I am, yeah. Also interested in storytelling and socializing. So you come to the right table. Oh, good. You're playing a paladin, soldier, dragonborn.
Jacob.
Yeah, that's unusual for this party, so you might struggle. Oh, okay. You want to help everyone. I do, yeah. No friends, no family, nothing.
Nothing that I came up with beforehand.
Naive believes there is good in everyone, easily tricked. Yeah. All right.
Do these make a
We
lot
have
of
a
problems?
bard. Oh, good.
You're not that sweet.
What did you write, Nicholas? Sorry, so
It's gonna get in my mustache.
DC was on the last page.
It's like a.
Dave, if there's leftover cookies, you can take them with yourself.
The player name.
Oh, Derek.
Derek?
Chinese wafer cookies, they're not too
Like a
sweet.
crate.
Yeah, with sesame seeds.
I did. Oh,
These are very good.
I retoasted them in the oven like an hour ago to make them like extra crispy. Here's yeah, pieces.
Oh, spell safety should be on the last page.
Brian, did you get these?
Here's something you should do. If it's empty first. Oh,
It's like a
Oh,
cinnamon
well, that's
fortune
right.
cookie.
You're Winnie, the high elf wizard.
correct.
Now I have everything.
Wizard or an accountant?
Administrator of the mind.
That's right.
You apparently don't remember all the administration work that I have done to hold the mind together.
I remember that it was suspicious.
Nothing suspicious about paperwork.
Nothing suspicious.
That's not true.
You're part of the deep state, man.
I fill it out. I send it on.
Not to worry, I have a job for our rogue, and he'll see whether or not I'm right or wrong.
I love it.
I think he made you. Did you make it? That's
Oh, no, my coworker's mother made it. Filming.
Oh yeah. Yeah, YouTube. Well, this is
It's the filming is mostly to review gameplay. We have questions of like how much gold we earned in this session, etc.
Speaking of which, can we get a treasury update?
Sure. So according, we discussed this in the chat between me and I forgot your name.
Cody.
Okay.
Code/coding.
So here's the thing. From our treasure last time, when we fought the Dark Mantles and the Piercers, we got 100 GP. Also, Cody's character raided the office, got 13 GP worth of office equipment. Then we also...
Fantasy printers.
Huh?
Fantasy printers, I think was the term.
I guess.
Old fax machines.
Yeah, so.
A printing press. I think it's also just cheap liquor. So we got it's a dwarven mine or a human
Altogether, we
mine.
had 363 GP.
360 GP.
363.
And is all the magic item distributed?
The magic item, which was the cape, went to the bar.
The bard has the cape. And that's all the magic we have on the
We
table?
have beans.
We have beans.
Yeah,
Who's got a bag of beans?
And obviously the sending stone.
Okay.
So you've got who's got the sending
I don't know
stones?
where
I have two descendants.
You have the sending stones.
We also have the alchemy jug, bag of beans, bag of holding.
All right, let's get those on people's characters.
I think
got-
these are more communal magic items.
Yes. Okay. So.
Why don't the paladin has the bag of holding because we all trust him. Okay. Who's the most chaotic player?
Who's the most chaotic player? I'm the most the most focused. For hopes and expectations, it's just one word: vengeance.
It's an alchemy jug. Like once a day, you can make it pour out anything. Like tomato soup, mayonnaise.
Usually flavorized, but you can't use it with oiled.
The cape I got is just like I got my basketball buddy.
Do you want the beans?
The jug was already went to Jacob's character.
All right, let's redistribute.
I thought maybe we were gonna.
All together, we have 163 GP. Once we collect the supplies, which is the reward, which is 200 GP, we'll have total 363.
All right.
How many beans were there?
7.
Because
7 beans in the bag.
oh, that's too many for one for each of us. Huh?
We'll have to eat one.
Don't eat the beans, that kills you.
And also, he got the bag of holding.
I think we decided to give the bag of holding to the paladin because we trust him.
Okay, hold on, let me write
What, the Paladin of Vengeance? So we're gonna trust him?
He's neutral good. He's the best we have.
He's neutral good, not lawful. Anybody got lawful
Father,
characters?
You've
I'm
heard
lawful.
scurrying in a
I'm
small
also
cave,
lawful
and you assumed it was
neutral.
giant rats.
I would
rushed in and to
trust a
investigate the
lawful
rats, and it
evil
was running around in this cave. You've not found any rats, but you've stumbled upon this incredibly well-organized party of adventurers. They have just returned some umberhulks, giant beetle creatures, through a gap in the mine, a cave in basically, that leads to the Underdark. So the evil creatures have returned to the Underdark, and you have received great bounty. Beans, they're celebrating their victory, and they're anticipating a huge opal when they return to town. You've never been to town, but you understand there's food, and it's like really nice. So the town is called High Erie, and it's located around here, just kind of east or west of east of Greyhawk, at the base of some hills. It's primarily a shepherd's town, so it was a seasonal town for shepherds to come and sell their wool and all that kind of stuff. Recently, the dwarves have started using it as a mining stop where they bring minerals out of the hills and sell them and send them down to the river to Greyhawk and other places. Humans have started getting in on the mining act. So there's a lot of dwarf human tension in the town. Gnomes are running the banking guild. Your first couple adventures were you went downriver, you found a grain-like creature in the water that was poisoning the water and killing people. You destroyed that. It had Underdarky kind of vibe. Then there was another adventure before the mine.
No, we just spent a lot of time at the inn.
At the inn?
Getting to the actual mission. That was like 2 hours.
Okay, so
And then 2 weeks in the mine, right? And so that
He basically kidnapped the sheriff till we finally got to the
I didn't kidnap the sheriff, I abused the sheriff.
You may actually know Bother from your isolated day in the woods. A very big fan of rats.
Very big fan of rats.
Been in the woods.
I had a wife and a daughter, but I was a hermit. So we were secluded until we got poisoned. So did we know each other?
I've just
Did
sort
we
of
support
been,
each other?
I left my farming community like a while ago and I've sort of been wandering around with a bunch of rats. So we may have bumped into each other, but if you're a hermit, probably not.
I have not made a friendly character.
I see. What's your name and class also?
My Olus, he's a war priest.
War priest? And what's your species?
Dwarf.
We should get like cards right in front of each of you.
Race.
Like a
With a picture.
It's not called Race in 2020.
You know what else we could do is just put our characters
Ajax.
I know, I don't know if brings you any better.
Days of this 3-level mine.
That's what they said, so.
Follically adept. Short person. Diminutive person.
Well, me too, and how
It's a human mind that was abandoned.
You're diminutive too.
Because there was a strange clicking noise and people were going missing. So the miners fled.
What's your last
heroes
name? Are you
came
an
and liberated the
Underhill?
mine.
Okay.
When the miners fled, they didn't file the proper exit paperwork.
So you brought in an auditor to help
I am not
the
the
accounts.
I'm the administrator of mine. They did not file the proper paper. I mean, they left it such as, I mean, some did. Some were in compliance, others were not.
Probably just to investigate.
Okay. Yeah, you've heard that there's something up. You've come in. You've been very sneaky, careful, right? Third level, taking your time. You stumble upon this madcap crew that is celebrating their recent victory.
Discord work.
They're planning to head to High Ear, where they have been hired by the mayor to help clear this mine and the mining guild. And they've been promised a giant opal if they're able to free the mine from whatever was haunting it. Did you guys want to introduce yourselves?
We just exited the mine.
We're still in the mine. They've just joined you in the bottom of the mine, celebrating your victory. Did you want to introduce yourself to?
Sure. Ajax, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah.
I'm Talon. I'm the resident. Alright, let's start.
7-foot rabbit barbarian in war paint.
You
Say 7-foot rabbit.
Yeah, once you see the figure, it makes sense.
Oh, I get it.
He shakes your hand and says, "Big wig."
He says what?
Big wig.
I'm sitting in there.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, can you say it
My
louder?
name is Big Wig.
Big win?
So here's my phone.
Rabbit barbarian.
Big win. That for
That's very good.
And I mean, we have a bar, so we're keeping careful notes. We've really been dependent on Bigwig.
I did pretty good off the top. But it's gotten too much.
So I am Tack, the bugbear monk that whacks things with my claws.
Cool.
And that's pretty much
You already know Olus. We're introducing ourselves.
Oh,
You already know.
I am Olus, the unwashed
I'm not quite there
dwarf
yet. I don't have fireball
that
yet.
has
But when I do,
probably upset the constable because I dragged him into the bar to listen to a bard spin a tale of poisoned water that he knew nothing about in his own jurisdiction. And hence why I was upset, since my wife and daughter died to this poisoned water. And I got overruled to investigate the water to go to the mine because there might be some clues there. So now I'm slightly irritated that we didn't find any clues to poisoning in there.
What you did learn is that there is a thin veil between your realm and the realm of the Underdark, which you know is a land of poison, dark magics, and spiders. Not rats, but spiders. So you think, you're thinking there may be some connection between this Underdark excursion and maybe what happened to your wife and children?
Do we know anything about the poison? Because if it's a poison that was made from mushrooms that only grow in the Underdark, yeah, that would be a strong connection.
The brain-like thing that they defeated, that was poisoning the river, was glowing purplish black, which are traditional dark drow magic colors.
Okay.
There was an Underdark sense to it.
If there was a separate thing where we were, at least I was attacked by fucking things. Right?
There was definitely
Mushrooms with vines or something.
and at the beginning of this cavern,
I do remember the purple vines that people were doing.
you have also uncovered what appears to be torture or slave irons in the stone. You know that the drow are notorious slavers, and you are very concerned.
Basically, I hate slavery.
You hate slavery? It's rare indeed to hate slavery.
Let's wait for an introduction. Let's do it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, Cody.
Isn't Akor a drow?
renegade drow.
Renegade, so not a slave.
Drizzt. His name's Drizzt.
Acor, introduce your table.
I'm playing Akor. I am a drow wizard. My character is lawfully evil due to the fact that he is greedy and is a necromancer. I'm probably not going to use him with characters. Broken. I'm the eyeliner.
Do you have like a skeleton familiar? Yeah, bone cat.
That's a very humorous name.
Natalie, you're playing Father.
I'm playing Father, just like a regular person-sized trench coat with a little halfling head sticking out the top, and all the rest is just the rats.
Oh, there's like rats in the cove.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Wrote down the name that I got on the chart on the sheet, but I forgot to put it here.
That's good.
There's something silver.
No,
Try and get it.
I like that. That's very like that.
You don't like the orange full of rats?
I'm a little, but you also know, when they start talking about perhaps like the gateway into the Underdark, you thought that the Underdark was like outer space, like you didn't realize it was a real thing, or even like, right, it's like, what are they talking about? Like, they seem to be very advanced adventures.
Yeah.
Winnie.
No, my name is Winnie the Wizard. As you all, administrator of the... What's his name?
The High Erie Mine.
The High Erie Mine, of course. And I look to my friend, what's your character's name?
Olus.
Olus. I have heard about the poisoned well. Apparently the construction company up the road from the well did not file the correct environmental permitting and did not clean the wash off, which may have poisoned the well. I'm not for certain, but within the Guild of Administration and Bureaucracy, it is a well-known story of that well.
It's a well-known story about a well.
It's a deep story.
So you are going to send off a raging lunatic to go after this mine.
Yes.
Wait, who's the raging?
The other mine that poisoned the well.
My character is a raging lunatic.
Oh,
If you say these people poisoned your wife, I'm kind of there. I'll ask questions later.
I have the paperwork in one of my files on this. I will be sure to pull it out and give it to you.
Definitely.
Ajax, so the party is decided to mention someone in armor? What? Are you wearing armor?
Yeah.
You look noble? You look noble? Like a real adventurer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
You also have the bag of
Do we have a gold digger?
I do have the bag of holding, yes.
I'll dig up anything. If it's buried, I'll dig it.
If it's buried. Okay, archaeologist.
Alright,
Raph is a very young, naive bard. This is basically his first time away from home, and he is in a constant state of shock.
What's your species?
Half elf.
What's the other half?
Nice guy.
Polish Russian.
Polish Russian. Half Elven, half Polish Russian.
Half Elven, quarter Polish, quarter Russian.
Bigwig would like to propose we already have a body of the Dark Mantle in the future card. Take one of the bodies of the Violet Fungus and the Rust Eater. We'll take it to the cart as proof.
Okay.
I would also like to send a message on the sending time to the show. Have all miners from Guild meet at your office. We have that meeting.
Is it 20 words?
Yeah, I think you got 5 words. What's that?
277.
No, I thought it was...
It's a certain amount of words. You have 5 more words.
I think you got 5 left.
Okay.
Use big words.
This
Yes,
is
bring up.
Bigwig and Party.
Now, Stone comes back. Excellent. We are assembling and preparing for your auspicious return. Excited that you were successful in your... And it sucks.
Bigwig tells the group, I want you guys to go forward, and the sheriff did last time send me a message on the same phone saying, oh, I have important news. It got cut off.
Correct.
You guys need to ask him what was that important news, okay?
There's one thing I want to do first, though, before we leave.
Yeah. Also, go ahead and discuss.
So, there's one thing I don't think we ever saw, which was there were like scratch marks against the door, against the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
I love the shirt. I have a Reading Rainbow shirt too. 100% best shirt ever.
So, as a dwarf, you probably have the best chance. We saw the hook horns down below. yellow. They're gone. We saw horrifying scratch marks of something being carried back and forth through the tunnel.
I think the scratch marks were from the hook horrors as they were exploring, trying to find a way back to get back home.
Could we confirm that before we leave?
Yeah, can I take a look at the scratch marks and see if I can tell what sort of animals they were from?
Absolutely.
What do I know?
Nature check?
Nature? Okay.
Nature or survival for
I'm gonna help. I'm like pointing out that she's exactly where we saw
We're getting really low.
Yeah.
Ooh, terrible roll. 12.
12? Not terrible. So, he's proposed this theory that perhaps the Umbra homes scratch these things, and that theory does seem to kind of make sense. You think it was probably the Umbra? You've never seen an Umbra home, right?
No.
They describe them as giant beetles, and they do look like the scratch marks of a creature kind of moving quickly and then condensing and scratching as it goes. Like a very chitinous shell.
I'm satisfied. That sounds good.
Okay.
I'll let it go. Are you? Does that make sense to you?
an Umber Hulk. Well, we found hook horrors, but it could. We have an expert that said that it could be an Umber Hulk. Sure, it could be an Umber Hulk. Umber Hulks aren't overly intelligent; they're followers.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
You gotta
So we're
play
a little
with the
breaking and entering
information.
into sheriff's office when we get to town.
That's why I asked the miners guild to come meet us at his office.
So the miners guild's empty when you break in. We'll get to that once we get
But
to town.
that's meta to use our 17.
All right, leaving the mine, heading back down the road.
Did we get the bodies on the cart?
You've loaded up the cart with all the carcasses of the creatures that you've slain. You're heading along. You're about,
Underdark
I don't know, what did we say? It's about 12 hours away from the town. You're about 6 hours away on your hike, so about halfway. And you come across what appears to be a cart that has been flipped over in the middle of the path. What? There's like a flipped over cart in the middle of your path.
Was that our cart that we took up
No,
there?
you have your cart. It has dead carcasses. It has a rust monster, a piercer, and some other creatures stacked in it.
Dark mantle and
Like an
a
ambush, like people hide
fungus.
Give me a perception check.
All of us?
Sure. Or anyone who's looking.
I think I'd be too focused.
Careful.
Okay, so you see something interesting at the 26.
7 for D20. Yeah, then you add.
There's nothing there. Let's go.
Oh, I have plus one. So 13.
Okay.
You want me to roll perception?
Perception, yeah.
I don't think I can beat a 26.
I can't be a 26 either.
It's a 10.
Okay.
What he's looking for is what I rolled. I rolled a 1. So what do I see?
The guys with the ones.
I rolled a 1 too.
You're still running.
High five.
Yeah, you're either angry, ready to get back to town, upset that there's dead bodies or carcasses rotting in the sun in the wagon and it smells bad, or you've wandered off and aren't really paying attention. Everyone got under a 20, so there are definite signs of battle here. It looks like something ambushed this cart. It is a fairly good, turn in the road, some rock outcroppings, pretty good spot for an ambush. There is blood. There is nothing left of the cart. There are no animals. It looks like the livestock, the horses or whatever were taken as well. There are no bodies, however, right? It looks like everything has been stripped and taken. The interesting thing you see while you're kind of like looking for bodies and any kind of obvious clues, there's a small, almost rat tracks in the dirt, like lots of them, as well as human boots and other, dwarf-sized boots, all over the dirt. It looks like a fight for a long time. But while you're investigating, in the trees, kind of overhanging, there's burn marks in the trees, like fire in the trees. Not that they didn't burn, but there's like scorching.
I point that out to everyone.
Thank you.
And I'm making a Arcana check using my familiar to help identify what the fire is.
Okay.
So that was a 12 on my first exam. That's still back to in. So that is a modified 20.
It does not appear to be magical fire.
Do you think it's from like flaming arrows? Or just a very tall fire?
How much is burned up?
Not much. Small singeing or burning on some of the longer branches.
Could it just be a brush fire? Or?
It doesn't really. There's nothing on the ground that indicates like a brush fire. It's unusual.
Can you sneak around while they're looking around? Like sneak around to see if there's
Right. As you're sneaking around the perimeter, you see tracks leading off.
one way.
Yeah, it looks like they were trying to go single file to hide their numbers, but there's a fairly well-worn groove of tracks heading. So from where you guys were, I don't know. You came this way to get to the mine from the town, and it looks like they're going kind of this way.
Can I do a survival check to track or to gauge the numbers?
Yeah, absolutely.
15 plus 5. I got a 20 guidance.
I don't have guidance.
So 24.
Okay, yeah, so you're thinking, it looks like there's about 12 sets of tracks, 12 separate creatures
12 individual
carrying things, but then about 20 feet down the trail, a couple more sets of, like maybe 3 more sets of tracks join them.
20 to 23. Are these large or small creatures?
Small, or
Small
like,
creatures.
like almost,
kobolds or...
Can anyone identify what kind of footprints?
He's guessing kobolds, and that feels about right.
Kobolds, so semi-reptilian and small. Okay, and there was a wagon that was not ours. Do we know what was in the wagon? Well, because there was probably somebody with the wagon because it's on the same trip we were doing. So someone got taken or killed and hauled off.
There is a lot of blood.
Has anyone approached the wagon
Die
yet?
down.
What's that?
Has anyone approached the wagon yet?
No, you guys came across the wagon. You're about 6 hours outside of town, so you're kind of far away from
I'm
town.
just gonna jog right over to the wagon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with him.
Just search.
No, and when you're trying to investigate, it looks like the wagon was carrying supplies. Like, it's not obvious that it had anything particular. Oh, die down.
3 and 20.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Let's go.
Good work. Inspiration.
So Tack and Ajax are investing in the wagon.
Yeah.
Is this enough to follow, or should we head to town? They say we're 6 hours from town.
We have a possibility that someone is alive from this wagon, and certainly someone's stuff has been taken. If we're relatively evil, we're just going to go to town because that's what we're doing.
Was the
But if
stuff
we're relatively
taken,
good, we're going to
or
follow.
was it all burned up?
It looks like the stuff was taken. There's no sign of like burned, like fire. Like the wagon is not burned. There's no scorching on the wagon.
Well, you want to scout with your familiar?
I think familiar scouting was made. I believe familiar scouting is banned in this campaign.
Oh, you can't.
If he sends the familiar through the mine before you guys go in, it's not much fun. So we're trying not to do that. But if you wanted to just send it up and look around, that's different.
Fine, I think the scout is see if we can find where the entrance to the mine is.
You're in the middle of a plain. You were walking back to town. There's just no wagon.
There's obvious tracks, right?
There's Well, you think our kobold tracks?
I have found tracks leading off into
But would my
the.
familiar be able to follow the tracks?
Pretty easily. They're pretty obvious tracks.
Oh yeah, hold on. I think this is a vote, right? First of all, it's the middle of the night, right?
It's close to dark, right? So you left this same day, you went to the mine, you ran through the mine, you're running back. So it's getting dark, but it's not middle of the night.
Okay.
Now we just turned third level, but we did not get a long rest.
Did we long rest?
We just turned third level, but we did not get a
We
long
need a long
rest.
rest after about
Okay, so we're still second level.
No, we're third level. We should have taken a long rest, so we slept in the mine.
Okay.
We slept in the mine.
So we are rested.
And so now
It's either morning or day. I'm kind of the opinion that we ought to go after these kobolds because they are the next step. Kobolds are also subterranean, and that might be another step to finding out about the poison.
You're assuming kobolds. It could be goblins, it could be halflings, it could be...
See what's happening.
They were reptilian, small feet.
I think you said reptilian, you said
It
small.
was confirmed.
Okay.
He said yes.
That's a weird guess to get
If we
kobolds
sit
to
out
have
on
it
one
correct.
quest and we actually come back and finish 2 quests, we're gonna be welcome like heroes, right? That's pretty cool.
Also, there's probably a reward for turn whatever guild this.
What's that? Sorry.
There's probably a guild for whatever trader this guy is. Or they have money, sorry.
The sheriff and the miners guild are
What do you need?
the sheriff and miners guild are waiting for us. I have a job for Talon. I need to get back in town because they're distracted right now. Plus, the sheriff is waiting for us because I told them we were going.
Oh yeah, we did tell him.
Yeah, but if there's marauders attacking a wagon, I don't think we should just leave it.
I think you're right. We gotta.
Is the sending stone usable only once a day?
Yeah, I already sent a message.
Plus, we haven't found any bodies, so there might still be survivors.
I think it's worth
Maybe they're hanging on by the breath.
Okay, can I still use the sending stone to send a
I
message?
think the sending stone's once a day.
Unfortunately, I'll send it to the sheriff.
I'll send message then I have message.
You have the message spell.
Yeah, but I think that's got a limited, very
Yeah,
limited
no, but that's
range.
gotta be close, right?
Yeah.
You gotta be able to see
Don't
that.
you just know that?
that's sending.
Sending. That's a 3rd level spell. That's sending.
Oh, it's not message?
Yeah.
Message is a cantrip, so it's like-
Message you can send through a wall, but you have to know where they are, and they have to be like 100 some odd
Message
feet
is
away.
actually just other people can't hear. You still need to see the text.
Yeah, they have to be
I
within
have animal
range.
messengers, so I can send an animal with a message if we need to get one. There you go.
Animal
Are you
messenger.
sending a rat?
It would be a rat, believe it or not.
Is it a friendly rat?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it is. Never mind. You're right. I thought I had it.
Wait, so will you send a message?
No, I was wrong. I don't have it.
I thought that was a yeah, but we're third level, so we have second level spells.
Not rangers. I only got animal friendship.
We could use the familiar to send a message on its leg and then use that to distract. Tyler.
You're not that far from town. I mean, like, you guys could get to town, drop stuff off, collect your reward, and then head out
6
again.
hours out of town.
Probably only take you about 6 hours.
But there's hostages.
Yep,
So emergency is something that we have, so we'll send the familiar message of distractions have occurred, believe kidnapping, and we're gonna go track the kobolds.
Okay.
How far off are these kobolds that we're worried about time here?
How long with that roll? Do I know about how long ago the tracks were left? How old are the tracks?
Yeah, that's a thing you should know. Why don't you give me another?
A second roll?
Can I help him?
What kind of roll?
Yeah, you can help.
Thank you for the help. Goes from an 8 to a 13. Plus 5 is 18. Oh, and I didn't see the...
22.
Is that another 4? So 22?
7
No,
days.
that's not right. 8. 13, 17, or 13, 18, 20, yeah, 22.
7 days.
I thought we didn't see them when we came up. I thought this was on the way
Not
back
here when
down.
you came up.
This was 7 days ago. If it's 7 days ago, then we probably can take 6 hours.
It was 7 days ago.
Then we can take 6 hours to.
Tracks for 7 days ago.
Correct.
Do we know how long the cart's been there?
Another roll?
And I'm helping.
Wait a minute.
17 plus 5, 12, 22 plus 3, 25.
7 days ago.
7 days ago. The event took place 7 days ago.
So going up, when we were hanging around, the car was not
The
there.
car was not here.
We were in the mine for only 1 day. Here's the thing.
I mean, less than a day.
Less than a day. Is the mine
I was in the mine longer.
a temporal, like,
Is it part of the Feywild? Did we do a Rip Van Winkle?
No Feywild. No one said
Okay.
anything about Feywild.
Okay. No, we got 6 hours to make a round trip.
It's an adjacent reality. Since I didn't go in the mines with all of them, did I see the cart on my way down?
You did not see the. When did you? You came up this path. You came from.
I would assume I came from that way, yeah.
You did not see the.
I did not see the cart.
how about this? We're only a couple of hours away from town. So let's just drop off the stuff, because we have a cart full of stuff right now.
Yeah.
Let's take a vote. Who wants to go back to town?
There's 7 days.
Okay, what are the options before I vote? What are the options?
Okay, go back to town, or take the cart with us and go after the kobolds and rescue the hostages. Which are some
Certain it's been 7 days ago.
That's you just asked. Town is only a couple of hours away from us. The tracks are 7 days away.
6 hour round trip to get back here.
Okay, go back to town. Raise your hand. Go after the kobolds.
Someone's needs help. I'd rather stay, but okay.
Okay.
This town has a great
Someone didn't vote. What would you like to do if it isn't one of those two?
Go after the thieves.
So go after the kobolds or whatever they are. Okay. Well, wait, what? He said go after the thieves. The thieves are the kobolds.
Yes.
So it was option 2.
Yes, that was option 2. Okay,
Don't even get me started on the scroll.
Bigwood says, I promise we'll go after them. I promise, okay?
We can split up.
Be too late.
Trying to throw
Where's this going?
on there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to rejigger it because things are sliding out.
Oh, do you want mine too? Are we all hitting them over?
I thought we were waiting until we roll initiative.
I thought so too, but we've got it all now. We'll figure it out when it comes up. Okay, so back to town. You roll into town. The sheriff is standing in the middle of the road.
With the Miners Guild?
Several members of the mining guild are sitting on the porch of the sheriff's office and milling about the bar, waiting to greet the great hero's return.
Tell him he's not there. He's doing the job I sent him.
Okay.
I am going to go up to the sheriff and say, I'm glad to see that you are prompt in changing your ways. We are back. We are presenting our glorious trophies to the guild. But we also want to know if anybody has been missing a wagon for a week.
What, have you done something to it?
We found a wagon overturned and scorch marks.
Always looking at the
Scourge marks. They're trying to get Field out of the store.
Yes, I see better with my glasses too. You will need to speak with Nandi Bardux, Nandi, N-O-N-D-Y, Bardux, as soon as possible. He's a very famous or important tradesman in the area who has recently lost several of his supply carts heading out to a mine.
Heading out to a what?
To a mine.
Okay.
Okay.
Nandi is very
might
concerned.
be willing to pay us to find his merchandise.
We should help him
Well,
regardless.
Nandi has lost, I think, 2 or 3 cards recently.
Okay. Well, we have a lead on one.
Big Wig goes to the sheriff, to the miners, and says, we have bad news. These are the monsters you killed. The lower level is into the Underdark. If you keep mining, you're going to open your doorway to the Underdark, which will backfire and cause more monsters to come out.
The Underdark is a myth perpetuated by the dwarves to prevent us from acquiring riches.
What you see,
Is that why you have my kin in your jail? Is that why my kin are in your jail right now, sobering up?
Sheriff. Species profile.
This was
the miners, it was the miners. I shoot the
human miners
miners.
saying it's not the
It's not the sheriff.
half-orc sheriff,
The
right?
half-orc sheriff.
Oh, I thought he was an
But
orc here.
So it's just a bunch of miners?
I don't know.
Yeah, but I was telling the miners, if you mine in this mine, Winnie was there. Some hook horrors got back in through the portal at the lowest level of the mine.
So these are my miners.
Huh? No, I'm saying Winnie was there as a witness because you're part of the miner. You work,
Administrator
you work for them.
with them.
Anyway,
Sounds like he's distancing himself now.
I tell the miners, you better seal the mine because if you keep digging, you're
More
going
of
to
an
open
acquaintance than a
a portal to the Underdark.
Yeah, now that there's somebody with authority over the mines here, I want to not necessarily be so.
Lore check. Come here for a second. Let me ask you about this. So his intention is to rifle through files and see if he sees anything.
That and the sheriff's office.
Okay. Let's do that. You sneak right to the Miners Guild first. Give me a stealth check.
12 plus 7.
Okay. So I don't know what all those things are.
You don't know what these are. No, they're all
They're just slavers. I'm looking for.
They're famous slave lords from Britain.
The Scarlet Brotherhood is literally Nazi Germany. It's fantasy Nazi Germany, except they practice martial arts.
Okay, so there is
Scarlet
mention of the
Brotherhood.
Starlight.
Like even their characters like the ideal man is matches up with
An entire
Aryan ideal.
in terms
Their
of
logo looks kind of like a
it appears to be like
The creative.
one book standing
I mean, it's a good idea for a guy. Just, you know sympathy. If you kill these guys, you know
Give me a roll. Perception roll.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so over the fireplace in the guild hall, there is a pickaxe and a wall that look very interesting. You're gonna steal them. Okay, now you're gonna have
Really?
a perception check.
Giant maul.
Disadvantage.
Can I try and distract?
He's stuck off on a side
Oh, I
mission.
can't
It was a side mission, but that's why I hired him. He's the sneakiest out of all of us.
You got a chance, man. You got a chance.
Did you say disadvantage?
I did.
Stealth?
Yes. Okay, so as you're sneaking across the floor of the guild, a group of apparently drunken miners comes wandering into the guild hall.
Whoa, they're not even.
Why are miners drinking?
They don't. This is the guild hall. This is like the Elks Lodge, right? They're not mining here.
No, they're making a joke.
They're off work.
They're playing on miners as in underage drinkers. Don't worry. It wasn't funny. We'll move on.
I thought it was hilarious.
It's a dad joke.
I thought it was funny.
All right.
Oh.
They're curious.
Don't worry, that joke will mature.
They don't recognize you.
I'm on my way to the sheriff. They told us all to go there.
Oh yeah, let's go! And they come with you. All right. So we did that. You need to go collect your rewards from the mayor.
Not yet. You haven't told me. But also you need
No, let the mayor keep it. Let's go and find it and find.
Yeah, no, I think we've got to go get our kudos. We've been asked to figure out why the mine had to be abandoned. We've got the gnome bankers who are in the tavern.
We need to find naughty Gandhi.
Nandi Bardva.
Bardu.
Yeah, but we gotta first actually finish this quest we're on.
So does the sheriff? We show the sheriff our monsters.
You know, I'm going to the tavern to tell everyone this story.
You take the stage and start tuning up.
Good idea.
I asked
I
the
want my
sheriff,
attention.
where's Nandi? Where
He's
do I
in the
find him?
tavern.
That's a perfect place for anybody that's lost 3 wagons or 4 wagons.
There have been, when you've been there before, the gnomes have a spot.
Okay.
I see Talon in the back. He's naughty, and I see sheriff. Let's all go to the tavern. All the miners. Let's all go to the tavern. Listen to Raph sing the song of what happens. Okay?
All right.
Come on. And I lead him away. I give a super touch to swing to Talon.
Break into the jail.
Kind of like stop.
The door is locked.
So there's no one there.
Yeah, you're just,
The tavern door is locked?
no. He's trying to break into the sheriff's office, but he rolled a 1. No. It's locked. Like, you turn the thing and it goes click, click, and like a woman walking down the street looks over at you. And you're like,
Oh boy.
I don't think the sheriff is in. We're gonna fail on the breaking into the sheriff's office unless you want to really
Okay.
play it out.
Okay, so
I would play you, but 1 is I know. Okay.
so
No, you
Bar. You're heading into the tavern? Yeah. So, well-proportioned tavern, famous barkeep behind, not happy with all these rats coming into the bar, but does serve you guys, right? Very glad you're here. You start telling the song.
tell everybody.
The mayor comes in while you're singing, carrying a giant opal over his head, like, the greatest adventures we've ever had. No one's ever returned before. You guys are the greatest. And he presents you this huge opal. It's worth a ton.
Thank you. I mean, hey, that's what I get for making the
They
presentation.
think it's worth 200 GP. No, they think it's worth 500. It's actually worth 5,000.
oh,
So it's worth a ton.
5K GP.
Our money problems are over for the next like 10 years.
Yeah, or until we buy a set of armor.
Song gets to the end. Do you tell the part about the wagon?
Oh no, I don't think I do because that makes us look bad.
Okay.
That we didn't investigate. No, I end with how we triumphantly saved these poor creatures from the enemy.
Who's
Drunken dwarf starts heckling when you did not kill the kobolds. They're shouting insults and are very disappointed in this story.
no.
Who's the most pushy for treasure in this group? Huh? Who's the most pushy for treasure in this group? Probably Acro. You are?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take this guy and I'm gonna find Nandi Barduk's over at the gnome table, and I'm gonna let you, with guidance, negotiate for our next task.
Brave adventures, I'm glad you're here.
We've been.
Nandi, he's sitting in the bar discussing. I hear you've just had a very successful mission.
Yes.
Better than you ever wanted.
I have need of adventures of your caliber, and there's so many of you, you might be able to survive. I've sent multiple wagons over the last 2 weeks
Where?
to fortify my mine, and none have returned.
So,
Supplies, food, mining equipment, rope. Yeah, I sent all of them from my caravan at least 6 cars. 6 cars. And the wagoneer. No, and that was just the wagon train that I sent out 8 days ago. I've sent others 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I sent another one that hasn't returned, and I've gotten no message from the mine.
Sir, we believe you might have some insight on your problem.
Excellent.
We found one of the carts.
you're giving out information. Good. Ask him for what he wants to return his.
I'm gonna make it seem more dramatic. Let's make it paper. It appeared to have been destroyed by dragon fire.
Dragon fire.
Yeah.
Here.
Dragon fire.
Not
That's
major
dramatic.
dragon fire, but it seems like a young person.
Driving into the crowd.
There have been no dragons ever in this area.
That you've seen.
And that works until one shows up.
I will then use minor illusion to create a dramatized image of the turnover, like a miniature of my hand.
Okay.
Flames and all, engulfing a small portion of the flames. This is
He's terrified.
and it appears to carry something off supplies. We would be willing to recover supplies and make your supply line safe again for a price.
I am willing to pay a large sum for you to recover my missing goods and restore safety to my trail. How about 100 gold pieces each?
Each? 120.
Two adventurers that aren't here.
No, I'm with them, but they're coming with.
No, two are absent, right? There's two people not here.
Oh.
100 each, whatever the party is when you guys get back.
Our party is 9 people, so it's going to be about 900 gold pieces.
Absolutely.
Round up to 1,000. Or no.
I don't think that's necessary. You've just received the largest topaz I've ever seen.
It was an opal.
Opal. It was an opal, though.
Opal.
Fair enough.
To the drink already happened.
Fair enough. Can I do a persuasion check to convince him that 1,000 is necessary?
Well,
Be louder.
10, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Traveling expenses.
Yes. Persuasion plus 1 that's modified 20.
Modified 20. So you sit down with the gnomes and start drinking and telling stories about how expensive it's going to be and how long it's going to take, and you're able to convince him that 1,000 gold pieces flat sum is
Of
appropriate.
course, drinking from a mug of sobriety to avoid being drunk during the conversation.
Correct. A mug of sobriety.
Favorite common
Flat.
every drink.
What is that?
It's a common match guide in the DMZ. You don't get drunk from drinking. You don't get, except for any effects. You can proceed whenever you want to go to a drink. Just bring your own mug.
So while they're talking, does Talon come back? Sure.
It's great.
I think it goes to Talon secretly, you get no one else sees me. He says, "What did you just find?"
Yeah, I tell you what I found. There's information about this person, and there's a couple orders here.
Bigwig looks at this, and his ears go straight up. You see a look of rage on his face.
I see like a red.
All of, like whoever's watching this Talon, Bigwig
I slowly back away.
has a big look of rage on his face. He's not pleased at what he's heard. He'll talk to you guys later, but basically he's not very pleased.
Can I approach and ask
Bigwig says, "I'll tell you when we're I'll tell you when we're in private. Not here, not now." But he's not happy. Oh, here we go.
That's angry big.
Yeah, I would definitely ask what was wrong. So,
I didn't realize you had like more paint. That's pretty cool.
So I made 4 gallons of beer.
Yes.
Give him some. Yes. And then share it.
Bigwig says, "I'm not in here today."
it won't only be the dwarves in the constable's lockup soon, I see.
In a bar.
Oh, while he's performing, I do want to try and I have Mage Hand, but it's my swarm.
Yes.
So I just want to see how many guys I can send out to eat the food off the tables while he's performing.
There's like in the back, kind of, there's a rowdy table of always drunk dwarves. Always here. In the main room, there's the old timer table, old humans with pipes. There's the gnomes kind of near the bar, generally eating, generally, they're dressed well. And then there's a few other empty tables near the stage and other places where you guys did.
I wanted to, if the drunk tours look like they're drunk, I know we're heckling.
Yeah, they were heckling aggressive.
So they're very distracted.
Yeah.
Let's just get my guys in there.
Okay, yeah. Mage hand, so you're just, this is like an arcana check?
Oh no!
With the rats, though, are you mages? Rats are doing the handwork, right?
Yeah, that's
She's
like,
trying to steal you from their table.
Yeah, but
so is it stealth, sleight of hand,
unless her subclass
What do you help her with my Tell me what you're trying to, I mean, what do you think it is?
stealth.
All right, stealth check works good.
the swarm of rats is the bait.
22.
Oh yeah, no problem. I mean, you can take a dwarven flog. I mean, actual. Like, you got anything you want on there too.
So by the end of the performance, there's just like a bunch of bread that's just like moving along the table.
What are you stealing? Their food?
What? Yeah, the food.
Okay.
Defeat your rats.
Yeah, they're hungry, dude. I have a family.
There's like 300 of them.
No, they're eating.
Anything else we want to do here before we head out?
No, I'm ready to get the door.
The monks of St. Cuthbert were here last time, right?
Correct.
Can I buy all of them a drink?
Absolutely.
And can I ask them about the factions? Like, what do they think of the dwarves type thing?
Yeah. So there have been a lot of problems since the mayor was elected. So apparently there was a recent election. The mayor, whose family had run the town for generations, this is Mayor Bethbeck, or now Lord Bethbeck. His family, siblings, and friends had been mayor as long as the town had been here. The dwarves basically showed up on election day demanding the right to vote and were given the right to vote and won the election by a huge landslide. There are very few dwarves ever in town, and their intention appears to be to dry the town up and to not invest in the infrastructure of the town. They basically fired or discharged all of the sheriff's staff. They have removed a lot of the protections that the Miners Guild had, particularly around membership. So the Miners Guild has a lot of new members who are not qualified miners and are basically just riffraff. The barges on the water, which used to be very highly tariffed, they've lowered all the tariffs, and so all shipping on the river is free, which has caused a lot of crime and other problems.
Free causes crime. Usually tariffs cause crime because you're trying to get around the tariffs.
Right, no. It's basically they opened up the docks to anybody. Before it was like licensed boats only. Now anyone can be using the docks, anyone can be traveling on the water.
And this is where the bureaucracy really keeps us all safe. You need the licenses, they issue them, the permitting on the warehouse.
Right, this isn't graft, like this is people trying to get in and make a quick buck without any concerns about the quality of the water.
And it's not tariffing, it is making sure that the proper requirements have been made, both in the warehousing and the boats that are coming in.
So the file is in